Welcome to Great Day St. Louis.
All right, folks, are you trying to be healthier or live a more organized life? Or maybe you'd like to learn to communicate with your kids better?
Check, check, and check.
And triple check.
Yes,
yeah.
If that's the case, we have some great stuff for you today. First up, we're cooking it up with celebrity chef Bryant Terry. In soul food chef, the New York Times says he makes soul food healthy and cool, and he's going to show us a recipe in a little bit that you might not think is soul food. But he says soul food is fluid, it's changing.
I believe
We're going to
that.
broaden our horizons today.
I can buy that. Speaking of celebrities, we're talking live with Christine Baranski. Very, very familiar face.
Very.
She's been in everything. Lots of TV shows, lots of movies. But her latest role is in our very own CBS hit, The Good Wife.
You know I'm a super fan of The Good Wife.
I know you are.
I don't miss it.
She's got a good character on that
Plus,
show, too.
spring's around the corner. We are going to help you get your house in order. Our organization expert has a checklist for your home. I have a feeling she's going to put it in my purse before I leave.
We're making a copy right now.
We'll make sure you get those things in order. In the next month, she's going to show us how to get it done.
So I like this because it's not just your run-of-the-mill spring cleaning list. There's a lot of stuff on here you don't think about.
Because I don't like the spring cleaning list.
Well, I'm not going to help you out with that. And do you ever get a text from your kids, but you kind of have a hard time understanding what it is that they're trying to tell you? Or maybe it's even simpler than that. Face-to-face communication. We're talking with an expert about bridging the communication gap. And that, my friends, brings us to today's Facebook question. This is what we want to know. What's your biggest problem when communicating with a different generation? Now, this could be a younger or an older generation. Go to Facebook and search for Great Day. You can post right there on our wall. We'll try to share some of these comments with everybody else watching this morning throughout the course of the morning. So we are going to start today's show with some healthy soul food. It can be done with celebrity chef Bryant Terry. Now, he's known for cooking vegan food with a strong pinch of soul flavor. But what exactly does vegan mean? Do you know? We asked some of our viewers what they thought.
I don't really do vegan, but I guess it's just not eating meat and just a lot of fruits and vegetables and pasta.
I think vegan is no animal products at all, like not milk, not cheese, nothing.
I'd say not eating any animal products.
Check 2, Bryant Terry.
All right, so if you've never tried vegan food, we're putting a saucy twist on it, a little soul. Joining me, Chef Bryant Terry, eco-chef, food justice activist, and author of Vegan Soul Food, Fresh, Healthy, and Creative African-American Cuisine. Is your mic working? Are we good?
I hope so.
Okay, all right. Thank you for joining us on Great Day.
Thank you for having me.
I don't put vegan and soul food in the same sentence. You're going to help us out.
I am.
Okay, so let's make this recipe. It is a salad. It has caramelized grapefruit.
Yes.
And tell me why grapefruit soul food.
Well, you know, this is just actually a family favorite recipe.
Mm-hmm.
So this is a variation of a recipe that my aunt used to make, grapefruit and avocado salad.
Oh.
And she's actually from Texas, but she moved to California. So I decided I wanted to give it a crest, give it some watercress, which is high in calcium, iron, you know, supposed to be suppressive of cancer.
All right, let's get started.
Give it a little modern twist.
Okay.
So we already cut the disc off the grapefruit.
The top and the bottom,
the
basically.
top and the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
And what we want to do is simply cut around the contour of the fruit,
Mm-hmm.
cutting through the skin and the pith so that we can just see the just juicy pink flesh. We want to just work with that. Now, you know, most of the time, a lot of people are scared off by grapefruit because it's kind of bitter.
Hello, Carol Daniel. You're going to convince me that this is something I will like. Okay.
So I thought that a great way to prepare it would be to caramelize it with the sugar so that it gives it a little sweet taste and, you know, it can make it more accessible to people.
And now you're cutting like, you know, quarter-inch slices here.
So we cut it into 4 even slices, and then we simply want to dredge it. This is organic cane sugar.
Not your regular sugar because this is less processed, right?
Less processed, a little bit healthier than white sugar. And then
Look at that.
So
I'm liking it. Okay.
If we were at home working on our stove, we'd simply turn the stove on as hot as it can on an iron skillet or a nonstick pan, and then we cook that about 1.5 minutes on each side until it's kind of browning and caramelized.
You see, I'm putting a whole lot of...
You want a little extra sugar on
I'm putting a
yours?
little extra sugar on there because there are a lot of people who don't like grapefruit, and you know this, but this is going to change the flavor a little bit.
It is.
Okay, so then we pan fry that 1.5 minutes, 2 minutes per side, right?
Right.
Okay.
So this would be the resulting
This is what it looks
caramelized
like.
grapefruit.
Okay. That looks great.
So after that, we simply need to create our vinaigrette.
Okay.
And that's pretty much it. So do you want to whisk?
I can whisk with the best of them.
So I'll give you this.
Okay.
We'll add the ingredients, and once we have the oil, then you can whisk it. So this is 2 teaspoons of red wine vinegar. We have some Dijon mustard to help the emulsify. Now,
And your recipe calls for this to be in a blender, but you don't have to do that.
you don't have to use a blender.
Okay.
You can do this easily by whisking it. Now, this is our grapefruit juice that we reduced in a pan for about 5 to 8 minutes.
And to reduce, how much did you start with to get to the 2 tablespoons?
We started with about half a cup of grapefruit juice.
Wow, okay.
And then we reduced that down just to make it intense. And
Low heat, let it go, okay.
Low heat, let it go, give it some tanginess. So that's a little of our coarse sea salt. So
and we want sea salt instead of iodized,
sea salt,
much healthier.
32 minerals and trace minerals, great for digestion. So why don't
and
you
now
start
I have
whisking.
to start
whisk
whisking.
away, whisk away. So this is our extra virgin olive oil, which is one of the healthiest fats that you can use. And I always suggest this over any of the other processed oils, canola or vegetable oil. So
I have a rhythm to my whisking. Do you hear that?
how's that looking?
Looks good. Whisk away, whisk away. All right,
So
looking good.
So why don't we transfer that to the smaller bowl?
Okay.
Then we'll just toss the salad in this bowl.
Okay, I'm going to put that over there.
Okay.
And then we're going to put that in the smaller bowl.
Great.
All right, that's looking great.
So we have our watercress that we already washed, and we're going to add this to the big bowl. You want to
To the
bring
big
that over?
bowl.
Yep. So, you know, obviously when I'm at home and I wash my hands, I do this without a glove, but I love tossing things with bare hands because that just, you know, you need to touch the food. You need to get in there and work it and massage it. So can we add a little bit of
We sure can.
dressing? Yep.
I'm your
That's it.
assistant, a little
That's
bit, okay?
Yep. So
And talk to me as we're wrapping this up about food justice and the role that it plays, you say, in poverty, even in something as serious as racism.
well, I've been working for the past 10 years to ensure that this movement that we're seeing around the country where you have more farmers markets popping up.
Putting avocado on here.
Diced avocado. This is going to give it a little depth, some fattiness. You know, just ensuring that everyone has access to good food, no matter what neighborhood they
Nutritious
live in.
food, yes.
Nutritious, affordable, fresh, good food like we're eating today. So, yeah, that's what I'm going to be talking about tonight when I was presented at Washington University. And here we go.
Okay, now we went to find a fork. Because in a lot of poor communities, you can't find really nutritious food.
You can find
and there's
a
more
lot of
fast food than...
processed food and fast food, but you can't find fresh apple in some neighborhoods. So
Okay, all right. Tonight, there's information tonight on where Chef Terry is going to be. I'm going to cut the... I don't... this is me taking a hit for the team.
All right.
I don't do grapefruit. Okay? All right, I can't get the... Okay, look at here.
Go for it with your hands.
Look at here,
We're all
okay?
family here.
We are family. That's good. I can do that.
Can you do that?
You guys can do that. That was very easy.
You can actually do this grapefruit alone. You can just have this caramelized grapefruit by itself if you want.
That is good. My husband is so happy right now. She's eating fruit live on the air. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
Remember, Chef Terry's book is called Vegan Soul Kitchen. We have also posted this recipe on GreatDaySt.Louis.com. Well, as the weather gets better, you might have started thinking of doing a few home improvement projects. Kitchen's always a great room to redo, so we asked kitchen design expert Jenny Rausch where she gets her inspiration for new kitchens. Jenny takes us into a chef's work kitchen to get a few ideas.
Hi guys, we're here at Vin de Set Rooftop Bar and Bistro this morning on Shoto. As you can see, the atmosphere is amazing. The food is the star of the show here, but what I'm interested in this morning is the kitchen and its efficiency. Let's go find the chef and see if we can get a tour. Hi Ivy.
Hi.
Thanks for letting us in your kitchen this morning.
Thanks for coming out.
As far as function goes, I know you had a lot to do with the layout of this kitchen. Tell me kind of your thoughts when you put it all together.
Absolutely. Obviously, the difference between commercial and residential has to do with speed and quickness and efficiency. So what we try to accomplish here is keep things as compact as possible, limit the number of steps you have to take to accomplish the task.
So, and that being said, I had my tape measure out this morning, and there was about 48 inches between your cooking surface and your prep surface. And I noticed that there's a lot of guys in here right now. So does that become complicated on a busy Friday, Saturday night?
Absolutely. You're doing that dance back and forth between all the guys and gals in the
kitchen. So what's the key to the efficiency then? Is it the prep work? Are you prepping stuff ahead of time?
We prep as much as we can ahead of time, but still what we pride ourselves on here is fresh ingredients cooked to order. So you can't cheat too much. Everything's made from scratch, but at the same time, when you order it, it doesn't go on the grill until you order it.
I also noticed that there's multiple cooking surfaces here. You've got the griddle or the grill. You've got a interesting looking top here and gas. Tell me a little bit about your cooking surface.
Well, as you mentioned, everything's gas in the entire kitchen, and that's because gas is the most efficient and heats up the most quickly. So obviously a grill, we do a lot of our proteins, our meats, our seafoods right on the grill, seasoned grill, nice charred flavor. This is the French style flat top. I think that's a fun little tool we have, not common to a lot of kitchens, at least here in the States.
And how does it work? It's always on, right?
It's always on. The center is the most intense heat, and as you work towards the edges, it cools off. So depending what you're trying to accomplish is where you put your skillet.
So you're shoving your dishes around
and you're constantly moving back and forth.
And the interesting thing is a homeowner can have this in their home.
Absolutely.
I think Viking makes one, Thermador makes one, so this is a cooking surface that you can actually take home with you.
Right.
As far as refrigeration goes, we have an issue a lot of times when we're planning residential kitchens is how far away the refrigerator is, and as you can see, it's all the way down at the end of the line.
Sure.
So how do you guys accommodate for the distance you have to go to the refrigerator?
Right. Well, for the most part, all of our cooks during the day prep up ahead of time, and then they pan up whatever they need. And they use these boxes, which just known as, refrigeration drawers. Everything in there.
Drawers.
Right.
Which a homeowner can also get at home. Sub-Zero makes them. A couple other vendors make them. So that is something that we can take home with us.
Absolutely.
Put in our
Very
main
much
prep
so.
surface area.
Very much so, yeah.
Well, you're going to take us to your house, and we're going to see what your kitchen looks like. So thanks for letting us do that, and let's get on the way.
Wonderful.
And cool, and he's going to show us a recipe in a little bit that you might not think is soul food, but he says soul food is fluid, it's changing.
I believe
we're going
that.
to broaden our horizons today.
I can buy that. Speaking of celebrities, we're talking live with Christine Baranski. Very, very familiar face.
Very.
She's been in everything. Lots of TV shows, lots of movies, but her latest role is in our very own CBS hit, The Good Wife.
You know I'm a super fan of The Good Wife.
I know you are.
I don't miss it.
She's got a good character on that
Plus,
show, too.
spring's around the corner. We are going to help you get your house in order. Our organization expert has a checklist for your home. I have a feeling she's going to put it in my purse before I leave.
We're making a copy right now.
We'll make sure you get those things in order in the next month. She's going to show us how to get it done.
So I like this because it's not just your run-of-the-mill problem when communicating with a different generation. Now, this could be a younger or an older generation. Go to Facebook and search for Great Day. You can post right there on our wall. We'll try to share some of these comments with everybody else watching this morning throughout the course of the morning. So we are going to start today's show with some healthy soul food. It can be done with celebrity chef Bryant Terry. Now, he's known for cooking vegan food with a strong pinch of soul.
Welcome to Great Day, St. Louis.
All right, folks, are you trying to be healthier or live a more organized life? Or maybe you'd like to learn to communicate with your kids better?
Check, check, and check.
And triple check.
Yes,
Yeah.
if that's the case, we have some great stuff for you today. First up, we're cooking it up with celebrity chef Bryant Terry. In Soul Food Chef, the New York Times says he makes soul food healthy.
Spring cleaning list. There's a lot of stuff on here you don't think about.
Because I don't
It's
like
good.
the spring cleaning
Well,
list. Okay.
well, I'm not going to help you out with that. And do you ever get a text from your kids, but you kind of have a hard time understanding what it is that they're trying to tell you? Or maybe it's even simpler than that. Face-to-face communication. We're talking with an expert about bridging the communication gap. And that, my friends, brings us to today's Facebook question. This is what we want to know. What's your biggest problem?